Hello everyone, welcome back to Tangle Tower, episode 6 or something like that. In the last episode we got some suspicions and some more clues. So I was going through a previous episode earlier today, and I noticed that I actually missed a puzzle in this room. So we're gonna go do that first, because it might lead us to another suspicion.
Nice.
How do you know?
Plus, there's a treasure.
Let's check this treasure chest. So I didn't solve this before. And I actually think I know how to solve this easily. So the first two parts of this combination are obviously going to be on the grid, and then the third one is the direction that I'm supposed to be facing. Now originally I thought it was just over here, until I realized that the birds are actually on the map. So I actually think that this is supposed to be H6 facing west, because if we look at this, we're on this little island thing facing towards a tree in the distance and birds. And this is the only one that really matches that description. So we're going H6 facing west. H6 west.
There we go.
Of course.
Perfect.
First try too.
What was in the box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
Okay, so I caught him slipping last time because he said he was working on something for Flora. Interesting. A model resembling a child with green hair, a woman with gray hair, a red and white bird, a broad-shouldered man. They have been hand-painted. The paint is not skillfully applied. A pot of red paint and a brush is lying. The brush has some dried red paint. Well, it's been a while since I talked to this guy, so might as well ask him about some stuff that I found. Yeah. Yeah, I really didn't talk to him about much. Brush?
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Ah, yes. So we shall.
Okay. Do you know anything about this gramophone?
Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do.
Can't say I do. What about this photo?
That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes.
Right. You know anything about this bird?
Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd.
Odd. To find a book in a library? I don't know about calling that odd. Feathers?
Is that a clue? Really?
Well, I guess. Maybe. Okay, what about these models, huh?
Ah, you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
All her favorite people. There's a bird, though. Do you know, why did you make a bird?
Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to.
Right. So I have a feeling I'm still missing some clues. What do you know about this flower?
That looks like it might belong to Fitz.
Well, yeah. I already figured that out. Wow, I really expected you to have something.
There's
Oh.
something about Felix's painting supplies. Something suspicious.
He has red paint.
Let's ask him about it.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting.
Something about the image of Flora in the painting.
Something.
Let's ask her about it.
Okay, wait. There is something suspicious about this.
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
Would you get
I
it?
never said it was suspicious.
That's also true.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
It's not the right color. It's not your paint pot. It has the wrong lid. I think you borrowed this paint.
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
Does it have a crack down the middle? Because if it has a crack down the middle, then wait a minute. Let's compare it to Freya's.
Let's take a closer look at this.
I think that was right. Is it though? Oh, wait, I noticed something. The picture on the paints. Look, this picture doesn't have the same picture as... Oh no, I mean it does have the same picture as these. This pot is different. The red one that was painted with. This one looks different. But it's still cracked. They're supposed to be the other way, I think. Stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint. Freya noticed what had happened. The lids were swapped to hide it. Oh, I did see the, yeah, I see that too. This is a round lid, this is more of like a not round. Okay.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with
Why
Felix's
though?
red paint pot, but the lids
who
were
stole
swapped
it?
to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya's supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this
Why
is
do you have the
connected to
paint?
Your murder?
Yeah, it is. It is. Why is Felix stealing Freya's paint relevant to the murder? Because it wasn't actually paint, it was blood. This red paint pot contained no red paint. Before Freya used it to paint Flora. Yes?
This red paint pot contained no red paint before Freya used it to paint Flora. Nope.
Not quite. Blood? It had blood.
This red paint pot contained no blood before Freya used it to paint Flora. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Was somehow filled with blood.
This red paint pot was somehow filled with blood.
We don't know whose it is,
before
though.
Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something. Right, fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized
Which
I
project?
had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know, perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
Good question.
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end.
Because it wasn't finished, or
Seemed a bit insensitive.
Huh. I still like the music in this room. Okay. So he swapped the empty paint for her paint. So he stole her paint. So then, like, why is it with blood in it now? Okay, so that marks 4 suspicions done, I think. We did Poppy, Fitz, Fifi, Felix. We still need to find suspicion of Flora, Hawkshaw, Pointer, and Penny. The music changed. Okay. Oh, right, we were suspicious of you. So, does Flora actually know something about this, or did she, like... I still think there was some kind of, like, attack. Like, cause, like, these are open, right? Anything can just, like, fly in or crawl up in here. There was definitely something wrong with the gramophone. And Flora was on the ground for most of the people's interpretation. So was she, like, knocked out, maybe? And she actually doesn't know? I wonder if she's gonna speak.
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
Maybe it's not a knife. The knife is still in this room? This knife was taken by the murderer. It's not a knife. I'm gonna say it's still here.
The knife is still in this room.
Wait, I'm confused.
Me too.
So what's going on?
Okay, that was wrong. It's not a knife.
It's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
Something to explain what the knife shape actually is. So if I have this suspicion, that means I found something that resembles it. Is it the trowel? Is it this? Maybe?
That kinda makes sense.
No. Wait. Bird book. It's a feather? Surely.
Let's take a closer look at this.
But then how do you have the feather? If it's not a knife, then how do you... The painted knife is actually just a feather. From an ink dip.
The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip is red and white? Oh, the painted model. Maybe? She hasn't seen this yet, though.
I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
There's a lot of thinking here. Okay. What? Okay, what are my options? Was Penny's pet, so she kept. Was part of Fifi's experiments. Flora's pet. Maybe. To destroy later as evidence of a crime, a bargaining chip to remember it by. Does this seem right?
The ink-dipped bird
Okay.
was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
So was this singular feather inside the
Flora
egg?
spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
Was it kept in the egg?
All right. So she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
It's the egg. It's the egg. I knew it. It's empty.
But we opened it. It's empty.
It used to be in there.
Completely empty. Flora?
Are you gonna speak finally?
She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait. There's something tucked inside this one.
Flora's drawing. Drawings of Flora and a small bird. These are for you, love Freya. What do I do with this? Okay, so we learned that... Okay, the painting, it isn't a knife. So then how the heck is it that Freya died? She has a stab wound. Lying on her back with a single stab wound on her chest. The weapon was found. Unfinished paintings holding a knife. It looks like a knife, but it's not a knife. It's a feather. And it's painted in blood. So again, my theory... Did Freya stab herself in order to replace the red paint that she was missing? So that she could finish the painting? But there's still something wrong with this gramophone. Flora and a small bird. Can I talk to you about this then?
I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them?
She still won't talk. Ah, what do this?
You haven't seen this yet, have you?
It's a little model of you. Who were the other people next to you?
Still nothing, huh? There's a lot here to work with, and we still haven't confirmed whether or not Fitz and Poppy are a thing. Well, actually, there's a lot of evidence suggesting that there is, but it hasn't been outright stated. We still need to talk to Hawkshaw and Professor Pointer. Let's go talk to Hawkshaw. And she's closer. And also, there's probably a hidden room. Likely. Okay, let's talk to you about these people.
Did you get anything useful out of him?
Not sure. What about you?
Nothing worth committing to paper.
I think he knows more than he lets on.
Probably. But talking with him is so tedious.
Okay.
Considerably intelligent, and her powers of observation are enviable. But she has no ambition. No focus.
In her defense, she's still a teenager.
Barely.
Okay, thanks.
Professor Pointer is a respectable astronomer. Keeps himself to himself. What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
He did ask for Hawkshaw specifically. Why?
I find her rather embarrassing. Little more than a spoiled child.
Penny must be at least 25.
27. Just makes it worse.
Okay. I might as well ask about everything, no?
Tangle Tower. No idea why they insist on calling it that. It's not even a tower. It's little more than a pair of turrets stuck on either side of a mansion.
Have you searched the whole place?
I believe so. Why?
He wants to know if you found any secret rooms.
Huh. I'm afraid the residents of Tangle Tower are far too ordinary for anything like that.
I wouldn't
was
call them
disappointed, too.
ordinary. I wouldn't call them ordinary.
Have
Harp?
you deciphered the meaning of those 4 symbols on the harp?
No.
We're working on it.
That's a no, then.
That is a no.
The paint is still wet.
Yeah, well, we know Freya was in the middle of painting when she was killed.
Do you know that? How? Because you were told? Some breed
Statue.
of amphibious humanoid, potentially bipedal, although none of the statues show the creature's feet.
I guess we'll never know.
Okay. Photo.
A photograph of Freya could be important.
It was.
I'd tell him not to quit his day job, but he hasn't got one, has he?
Okay.
Is that a clue?
Dunno. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree, doesn't make it a clue.
Same? Yeah?
You have a law degree? Okay.
One of 3 statues depicting the same creature. This one is wearing headphones. Perhaps they belong to someone who likes music.
They're not headphones. They're earmuffs. For blocking out sound.
Perhaps they belong to someone who doesn't like music.
Feathers.
Do you also have a pile of leaves as a clue?
Oh, not yet. Did you see some suspicious leaves?
Okay.
3 birds, 1 cage. What makes them worth keeping cooped up, I wonder? Would they not be happier flying free?
But then they might fly away from Tangle Tower entirely.
I wonder if they would.
I don't get it.
You consider that important evidence, do you?
Maybe. The other part of the
Who's
photo?
that?
Not sure. It doesn't really look like anyone we've met so far.
Strange.
But we already know who that is. Models.
These figurines remind me of a case I once solved involving a possessed doll. Turned out to be a bit of a smokescreen, as these things often do.
Your life sounds fun. Grimoire, why don't we ever have fun adventures like that?
Are we not having a fun adventure right at this very moment?
I would say. Flora's drawing.
Does Flora still own that bird? Do you know?
We don't
think so.
know.
The drawings are from a few years ago.
I see.
Huh. Okay, we didn't really get a lot of information. No suspicion out of you. Interesting. Is there something here that I missed, maybe?
It's a big stone dais.
Biggest one I've ever seen. First one, too.
This dragon thing is missing its head.
It's a sea serpent, turned into stone by a wizard.
Ah, if you say so. What happened to its head?
Beheaded by the same wizard.
Right. Anything from looking at the house?
Aye.
No? What is that?
Is that a clock?
If it is, it's a clock.
Oh,
with
this is
4
a-
faces.
Thing. Okay. I didn't notice this before.
I'm guessing it doesn't tell the time.
So what does it do?
Another puzzle, huh? Okay, rotate the dials until all 4 hands are in the correct position. I'm seeing numbers. This is a 3. This is a 9. This is a 12. This is a 9. Do I need a code?
Nope.
So moving like cogs on a machine.
Yeah, I figured. Do they all have to be the same number, maybe? Okay, all of these say 3. All of these say 9. Okay, I'll say 9. These are all 12. And what is this? Is that also 9? Or is this 6? This is 6, this is 9. 3, 6, 9, 12? Maybe?
I guess that's wrong.
Did you work out what direction each hand needs to be facing?
No, I didn't.
Each one ends with a little hoop. Try looking through the hoop and ignoring the rest.
8 hours later.
Okay, I believe I understand it. Since they're 90-degree angles, it's gotta be in the form of a clock. So this is 3. 3 and 9 are here. 12 is like this. 9 has to be here. I need to find a way to do this. Nope, that's wrong. Okay, 3 and 9 are correct. 12 is like here. Okay, that is the opposite direction that I needed it to be. Almost. Okay, I needed that, but like not that. I think that's right.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm impressed.
I wasn't there for 10 minutes, I swear.
What's in the box?
A little tool thing? But I'm not actually sure what it is.
Surely this gives us a suspicion. A small brass tube with a curved glass lens that has a screw at the top. This looks like something to a telescope, no? What is this?
This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
And, what is it?
It's my handheld microscope for up-close investigation.
Microscope?
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to examine the greenhouse only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client.
The music changed. I don't think that it's for that. It doesn't look like a microscope. Let's talk to Professor. We still have a suspicion about him. And I'm already here, might as well ask. Oh wait, there's still this puzzle, huh?
You know, I would look at.
Yeah, I don't know this one at all. Okay, rotate the 5 planets, the sun, the moon around the middle. I'm not exactly sure what it is I'm looking for. Some kind of shadow? Okay, I think I might see what's going on here. So there's like these lines here.
Nothing.
So there are 2 ways to move the shadow. Rotate the planets and rotate the sun.
Rotate the planets. Okay, yeah, I gotta figure out... Okay, that's supposed to be the other way. So I grab one of these, put it here. Close. No. I think I'm supposed to line it up with these lines. Maybe.
Later.
Ah, it's starting to line up. Okay, I'm starting to see the vision. Not like that, like this. Okay. That has to stay there. This one can not move. That's like almost right.
I guess
I
that's...
think you just need to get the shadows to line up.
Yeah, I know. Oh. I think that's right.
That's the one.
Okay.
Hey, not bad.
Weird.
Did you hear that?
That one was easier than the other
Something
one.
Unlocked.
There's a little hatch
A
on
bunch
the
of paper. Looks like somebody's
Research on a
research.
bug? The golden beetle. Number 4, the golden beetle, named for its exoskeleton and composed of a mineral approximately 90% identical to gold. With a lifespan of several years, it fends off predators with a loud hiss. Records of over 95 decibels. Now that should kill a Wait a minute. Should kill a person. No? By being completely undigestible. This mist has a somewhat spurious reputation for causing ill fortune to those that see it. Why do you have this? Okay, first let's ask about these people.
He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the best of friends.
Okay.
Ah, Penelope, our resident ornithologist.
Penny's your niece, is that right?
At this moment in time, until she marries the gardener.
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the world of the pointers and join the fellows. Like rats deserting a sinking ship.
So it's obvious he doesn't like them. Not all that much. Is there really anything for him to ask about
I've
this?
seen those earmuffs before. They're the ones Fitz always wears when he's out the front gardening.
Always wears?
Whenever I've seen him, yes.
So they're Fitz's earmuffs. Okay.
These were drawn by Freya. She must have drawn that one of Hawkshaw rather recently.
I guess.
You know anything about this lens?
What's this?
It looks like it might be a telescope. Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see. It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
He said it's a telescope, but Hawkshaw said it was a microscope. So who's lying? What is this beetle?
So, we found some research. What's up with this golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
I can't help you, I'm afraid. I think it must be something left behind by a previous inhabitant of Tangle Tower.
I think you're
I'm not
lying.
the first scientist to ever walk these halls, you know.
Well, it wasn't in the halls. It was in your astronomy tower.
Oh, we caught you in a lie. And I can't suspicion. Okay. Maybe I need to ask about something else first.
A diary can be a wonderful outlet for an outpouring of one's soul.
How do you know it's a diary?
I suppose I don't, but it does look like a diary. Freya was well acquainted with the abstract, I'll say that much.
What does it look like to you?
To me, it's a big, red thing.
What a fascinating interpretation.
He's right, though. It is a big red thing.
Poppy's two closest friends. Freya looks so innocent there. This is supposed to be Felix, is it?
I think so.
I
Was
see
that
he's
glass
afforded
breaking?
himself considerable artistic license.
Really?
Oh, you found a murder weapon?
Stay
Maybe.
on. It's just a gardening trowel.
Looks like a weapon to me.
Sure it does.
Oh my. This is the first piece that Primrose ever learnt on the piano. Primrose, that is Poppy's mother. She passed it down to Poppy when she started teaching her how to play.
Poppy's piano teacher was her mother?
Of course. Warms my heart to know that after everything, Poppy still has it up on her wall.
Nice.
I think you may wish to adjust your threshold of what you consider to be a clue.
Thanks.
That's rather a small cage for 3 birds, isn't it? But then, aren't we all trapped in a cage? What
Sure.
kind of flower is that?
We're not sure. I think it might be the only one of its kind.
Primrose would know. My wife was a floriculturalist. Best in the field. That's a flower joke, but she was.
Interesting.
Okay.
What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
Who?
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either.
You were covering for her. Interesting.
This looks a little rushed, even by Felix's standards.
At least he tried.
Yes, I suppose it's good for the old fellow to have a hobby. Keeps his mind from decaying, you know. Yes, very nice. Where is that bird of Flora's? It's been a while since I've seen it.
So is the bird alive? We don't know if the bird's alive. And apparently we still need something to find him suspicious of. Even though we just opened the golden beetle thing. Who would we know to talk to about animals? Let's try Fifi. Fifi should know something important, right? Surely you know something about this stuff.
It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya? Freya drew these,
Yeah, I think so. There's a note on the back.
but she never showed them to me.
Well, I think it was a gift for your mother. Like a private thing between Freya and Flora.
Okay.
This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No, I don't think so.
Who else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a telescope.
Oh yes, it has a telescopic lens. It can only be used for looking at things that are far away.
So it is a telescope. Hawkshaw said it was a microscope. So why did we catch you in a lie?
Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah, you could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
So you told me like nothing about that though.
There's something about Hawkshaw's.
So now I get.
Microscope.
Okay.
Something.
Let's ask her about it.
Let's go right now. You said this was a microscope, but it is in fact a telescope. 2 people have said that this is a
little
telescope.
microscope thing. You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
Well, we're gonna get it out of
Such
you,
a
buddy.
Tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry. We already worked out what you're searching for.
The golden beetle? Are you looking for this?
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Ah.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
Yeah, because it's not a microscope.
It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
No, we asked somebody who is. The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens. Hawkshaw lied.
A handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire?
Music changed.
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy.
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree.
Oh, You lied so that you could get it signed. Why would you lie about something like that? Unless you're lying right now and you were actually searching for something else. But she was still hired to find the beetle.
Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
Because we know Freya kept bugs. Okay, so there's a golden beetle flying around, who knows where. The ink dip, we have no idea if it's alive. We don't know where the feather is. Okay, this music is really loud. So we're still missing 2 pieces of evidence, or clues. I think that we need that for suspicion on these 2. Where we're gonna find it, I have no idea. But the bird is important, its feather is important. This harp statue definitely is some kind of puzzle that I need to figure out. Hawkshaw's here to find a beetle, for whatever reason. Was hired by... who? Professor Pointer to find a beetle. Because it's made of gold? Fends off predators with a loud hiss, records of 95 decibels. And by being completely undigestible. Someone did say that there was a sound when Freya died. I'm thinking that's probably the beetle. That doesn't explain how Freya died, though. Did she get scared? Because now we know what caused all these cracks and stuff. Something made a loud noise and cracked a bunch of stuff, like the statue, tape, the gramophone, all the paints and stuff. I feel like if it was that loud, it probably would have cracked. It would have did more than crack. It would have exploded this stuff. Still doesn't really explain why there's blood in the paints and the brush. Let's go over here. I don't think I can solve this yet, but this is gonna be
Should we
important.
take another look?
Doesn't seem like this can be solved yet.
Looks like he's playing a semi-grand pedal harp.
You're some kind of harp expert, Sally.
Did you not know? I had a harp when I was a kid. A little handheld one, only 8 strings.
Liar.
It's the truth, I swear.
Little handheld one. Yeah, it's not a harp, that's a lyre. A lyre, I guess. What? Okay, what are these symbols on this? There's a bird. There's... I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. This looks like a crab, maybe? And then this looks like a person with really big arms. There's a mouth. A piano. A bell. Okay, I'm not gonna know this one
Come
yet.
back.
Okay, let's just do one more thing, because I'm running up a little low on time here. Let's go see Fitz about this beetle. You should know this, right?
I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. It's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
Thanks. Have you seen this?
You ever seen this before, Fitz?
No, but I don't normally go into Fifi's room.
That's not where we found it.
Oh, I just thought it looks like it belongs to her.
A lot of the clues point to where I should be asking the questions. I noticed. There's really nothing else of value for me here, or what?
Bags of soil.
It's so blue.
Really? You would think in here there'd be something. Like, what is this?
A little chart. Actually, I have no idea what.
Like, I don't know what this is for.
How do you make
Not
it?
a whole lot.
I can't write that down as a note? Okay, well. Whatever. I think that's gonna do it for me today. We got pretty far. We got, how many suspicions? Like 3, right? We did, Flora, Felix, Hawkshaw. So we did 3 last time, then 3 today. So then we only have the final 2 next time. And then that's the other 2 clues. I think we're nearing the end at some point. Hopefully in the next or the one after. We'll figure out what's actually going on here. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, share it with your friends. It really helps me out. Leave a comment. I read them all. Bing bong the bell, and I will see all of you in the next episode. Goodbye.